What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for clicking on this video. We just covered all the title announcements and all that came out, and then they did put out something on Disney Plus, the Marvel Studios 2021 Disney Plus Day Special. I heard that in the last couple minutes. There's some footage here. Now we might have to kind of tweak some of this footage in order to get it visible, because I've been hearing a lot of people have been dealing with block issues at the moment, unfortunately. We're gonna do our best. So I take a couple of uploads. We're gonna get it to you guys. We're gonna do what we can. And also wanted to state, obviously when we're reacting to stuff, we're reacting in real time, so we don't have all this backed up research going into it because it's all brand new information. But I heard that Spider-Man show is supposed to be like Tom Holland's first year in the MCU. That's what a lot of comments were actually saying. So thank you guys for informing us on that. Good to be up to date, and that does sound more appealing than just another random high school show. So maybe Tom Holland will do the voice. Anywho, let's see what's going on today. Moon Knight.
I can't tell the difference between my waking life and dreams.
Spectre.
In your head.
Oh, dude. Cool. This looks so gritty.
Yeah. It devours you.
Nice. Oh, shit. She-Hulk?
I'm Jennifer Walters. I'm a normal lawyer. Well, not that normal.
These transformations are triggered by anger and fear.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Love the 70s look. What?
Let's talk about you.
It's not really the brown girls from Jersey City who save the world.
Maybe now they do.
I got this, right?
Totally.
Oh, shit. Whoa. I get the Zemo dance.
Let's get to work.
Damn.
That was cool.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Holy moly.
Different flavors.
I loved everything that we saw there. Loved everything that we saw there.
Yeah.
I mean, the Moon Knight footage is going to be the big takeaway for pretty much everybody. We don't know a lot about Moon Knight, all right? We're not gonna we know basically everything we've learned over the time of this being announced. Is how it all goes down for us. But all the shades that we've heard seem so prevalent here in the trailer alone, right down to the dissociative identity disorder that he sort of struggles with. You can see things here that kind of remind me of James McAvoy from Split, but much more super heroic in that nature, with a little bit of blend of Batman / Daredevil.
Yeah. I mean, Oscar Isaac is just such a powerhouse actor, and those voiceovers, I'm just gonna assume right now we're all different shades of his personalities, and I cannot wait to see how he embodies all of those different things and rises to the vigilante mantle. I
mean, so many of those shots look straight out of a comic book or graphic novel, and I loved that for Disney Plus, which usually strikes a bit more of a lighthearted tone, reminding me more of the grit that we kind of got from the Netflix days. And from everything I've heard about Moon Knight, you gotta have that. And of course,
tortured.
He looks tortured. He looks like a true descent of a character. It's like the guy who's gonna have to struggle to accept who he is, embrace everything about himself, while it looks like a real struggle of what he has to do, like a tortured soul. I love that you got an actor like Oscar Isaac of that caliber to pull this off. It just looks so damn gritty and menacing. I love it.
Just from a few seconds, I'm just like, I want to jump in right now.
Exactly. Amen to that.
Yeah.
And then the other stuff that we got here, with Jennifer Walters, that behind this shot from behind her, where she was in the Hulk, I was like, is that makeup?
It looked practical. I mean, maybe it's color correcting or something, but it certainly looked like, that's her physique on display, or whoever's, doing. I don't know if they're going to swap out actors for when she's actually in Hulk form,
but it puts it at an interesting time and when it's taking place, because spoilers here, Shang-Chi, I'm sure you've seen it by now, but you see Bruce Banner there, and he's really old, and back to his normal
It's
dude.
just Bruce, and
Yeah.
here you see Professor Hulk, so maybe they'll explain that.
You see Professor Hulk, and then you get that thing that kind of reminds you of like the Hulk TV show.
Yeah.
David Lou Ferrigno, and then
Great 70s homage
Yeah.
shot, yeah.
yeah. So I want to see more of that tone, and then of course the Miss Marvel one, which looks the most family friendly, and the glimpses that we got there actually reminded me of the movie Shazam,
Yeah, that's a perfect touchstone, exactly, yeah. I mean, it's
which I like a lot. I like that movie a lot.
Yeah, it's a lighter and slightly more endearing one in the DC world, and yeah, it was the most endearing of the three to me, where it's like, oh, even for like, I think it's hard to sell a tone and a vibe through a few images, but even then I was like, I want to get to know Kamala Khan. She looks really likable and really, you know, like an interesting character.
Well, you're gonna need to be able to have that character though stand on her own. Talk about Jennifer Walters, my wife. Back to there, because I was kind of hoping that with her they would lead the She-Hulk a little bit more with just her.
And not having to have Mark
Yeah.
Ruffalo around.
Because if I didn't know anything about it, I would assume that Mark Ruffalo is a main supporting character, and maybe he is. I thought he was just going to be like a bit part or support or
Like
just
a
transition.
transition role to kind of jump us in and then show
Yes.
up every now and again. Yeah.
But it reminds me of like whenever they do adaptations of stuff or sequels or spin-off shows. There's like the Limitless show, and then they led the marketing with showing Bradley Cooper's in the first episode, which has you thinking Bradley Cooper's going to be in it, but he's not in it. You know,
Not at all.
No, not at all. So when you do something like this, I think that might have audiences thinking that, oh, Mark Ruffalo is going to be a main character, and maybe he is, and maybe I'm completely wrong about that. But from everything I've heard, that's not supposed to be the case. It is interesting because you don't get much of a flavor from the other shows. You get a lot of Moon Knight to capitalize on, but it looks very confident in what they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, all three of them really made me want to check them out. And I appreciate that they all three have a different feel to them. You know,
That's true. I mean, the Jennifer Walters and Jennifer Walters She-Hulk show, they didn't show us at all why she would have to be She-Hulk, but I was like, I like the lawyer bit that they got.
Yeah.
But the Moon Knight thing, it's going to be like a lot of that archaeological exploration. You see them with like the Egyptian artifacts and such, which I know is ingrained with the character. What's his name again? You
Mark
know.
Spector.
Mark Spector, damn it. Yeah, with the Mark Spector character. I'm just so excited for Oscar Isaac, man. I feel like this is really the year, maybe not this 2021, but the last 365 days. People come out talking about Dune with him and how freaking fantastic he is. He's already been beloved so much. Once you throw an actor like him into here, and then Ethan Hawke's supposed to be in the show too. So
it's
I'm
like
like,
powerhouses,
two
man.
great actors,
Yeah.
two amazing actors in this one series. And then Miss Marvel will probably be the hardest sell because that's an exciting prospect due to the fact that, yes, it's a brand new character, but also an unknown is in this role.
And she idolizes a character nobody seems to like them.
I mean, people like the character a lot, maybe not the live action
Captain
portrayal.
Marvel in the MCU with Brie Larson.
But you get an underdog vibe presence about her. Right? We didn't see any of her powers on display here, right? But it looks like a high school show or something. I mean, is she in junior high or high school? I forget. Actually, you can see if you slow down this footage, you got like a caption. It's
Yeah,
like a costume
captions, guy
hall.
dressed
Looks like
as
a
Iron
costume
Man.
party. Yeah, they're all in like superhero costumes. Oh, it must be one of those funny moments where like everyone's dressed in costumes and she's in her actual costume, or
Yeah.
she's dressed as Captain Marvel and then her powers ignite at some point. Like there's an actual superhero amongst us. Yeah, I love everything they've been showing us, and this all looks very great. Guys, what did you think? Which one of these three are you most excited? I would say Moon Knight is easily. I think it's in the exact order they presented it. Here we go. Moon Knight, She-Hulk, and Miss Marvel. Although I'm really rooting for Miss Marvel because it is an unknown, so it's a harder sell. Whereas like She-Hulk has the benefit of having Mark Ruffalo be there, and Miss Marvel doesn't have. It's just Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a harder sell. But guys, leave your thoughts down below. Subscribe, click that bell, hit that like button. We will catch you guys soon.